Welcome to the Bushido Gang. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's AttackonSamurott, bringing you all an ADV Showdown live for y'all today. So just another old gen vid for y'all. This video should be up by Saturday, even though I may end up putting it up today, being Friday, because I didn't really have a good GSE session. So this might end up being up for today. But no, this is not going to be your regularly scheduled ADV Showdown live. No. This is going to be something quite better, actually. It's been a long time since I've had a collab in ADV, but we actually got a new guy on the channel, and he's been around the ADV community for a while. He is one of the innovators of ADV, introducing the whole Lantern Gang. Let me introduce you to Seiya, also known as SuperEpicAmpharos.
Hello. You can call me C, by the way. That works too.
Oh. I don't know why I say Seiya. Okay, C, my bad.
It's fun.
But yeah, we're gonna be playing some ADV Ubers. So, C is gonna be teaching me how to play some ADV Ubers. We're also gonna go through a replay of an ADV Uber game that he played in, and just kind of break down how ADV Ubers works. So, C, do you want to say anything?
I got nothing.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure. I mean,
I got nothing.
Bro, you have the floor. It's okay.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right. I have the replay open, so we can just start talking about it. Oh yeah, before we get started though, with this live, please make sure to leave a like and comment on the video, letting me know what do you like about ADV, just in general. Like, I like to know that question. Like, do you like playing ADV OU? Do you like playing like other tiers in ADV as well? I know that I want to try and delve into more ADV, or more of the ADV tiers, and just play OU, because I think just playing OU, while it's fun, it can definitely get kind of tiring at times. So I think delving into other tiers is pretty fun. That's why I'm going to get into Ubers. Like, I've been thinking about it for a while. I've told C this before, that I've been thinking about it. So I'm glad I finally got him, and we can finally do some ADV Ubers. So anyways, that's that. Leave a like and comment if you're new. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and let's get this replay underway. So C, you can start.
All right, you ready to just press play?
Yeah. Also, like, kind of give like a basic, rundown of ADV Ubers, like just to give the people like something to expect.
Okay. Let me think. Well, in this game, you're gonna be seeing a rain offense and like a sun balance sun offense. The two predominant styles are rain offense and sun balance or sun stall. They kind of just clash with each other, which is very fitting in a way, considering what Groudon and Kyogre actually do. Basically, there's like a small, it's kind of like GSC. There's a small pool of like really good viable mons at the top, then it kind of falls off. But that's not to say that there's not a bunch of viable mons, because there are. There's a lot of niche stuff that you can pick. You'll see one in this game, actually, from my opponent. Well, like, top mons are like Kyogre, Groudon, Latios, Deoxys Attack. So you're going to be seeing a lot of those in this tier, just because there's kind of no reason to not use them, other than if you're using like a Deoxys Defense over Deoxys Attack. Sometimes you use Latios over Latios, but it's mostly Latios. So I guess I'm ready to hop in this replay.
Alright, let's get it done.
Okay.
Alright, I just started it.
Alright, turn one. First thing you can notice, I'm faster than his Groudon. What this means, I think I usually have pretty slow Kyogres, so this is likely a pretty bulky Groudon. There's no reason for me to not just Ice Beam turn one. It hits both the Groudon in front of me and an incoming Latios switch. Forces it to click recover, which is good entry for something else in the back. At this point, well, going into the game, you know, basically 3 of their mons. You see turn 1, he has a Groudon. Okay,
Right.
he has a Snorlax or a Blissey. He has a Latios or Latios. He has a Steel type of some kind, like a Fortress, Metagross, probably a Deoxys attack in there. On my side, I have a Latios in the back, probably. I have a Snorlax in the back, probably. Probably a Deoxys attack. Like, you basically know a lot of their mons before you see them.
That's a lot of information you can tell like early on in the game, like especially from the lead matchup. That's interesting. Like I think that takes a lot of skill. Like it's kind of like how with RBY, like you expect to know what's gonna be on their team because like you know that in RBY there's gonna be like the Tauros, there's gonna be the Lax and the Chansey. So I guess that's kind of the same way here in Ubers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just know like a general structure of their team. They need a normal resist. They need a way to check Kyogre and Groudon. They need something to switch into Latios. Just general stuff. They need priority is a big thing as well. So that you can check like Salak, Heracross, opposing DOA. Salak Groudon, Salak Kyogre. So having something to deal with those really fast mons like priority, like Banded Rayquaza, your own Dio, your own DOA, that kind of stuff is pretty big as well.
Interesting. Okay, let's keep the replay going.
All right. I decided to switch out just because I don't want to. I don't want my Ogre taking damage because it's probably going to be a really good breaker here. I bring in my Fortress now. Yeah, I go back to Kyogre here because very common thing, as you see on turn 3, if Snorlax is paired with a Groudon, it's very likely Mixlax. So that it can hit Skarm, it can hit Fortress. Fortress is the big one. Skarm isn't seen as much.
Okay.
But you don't really have a way past Fortress, and it just sets up a ton of spikes on you if you let it.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I never thought Fortress would get more play in Ubers than Skarmory, but I guess that makes sense when in Ubers, you know, there's a lot more monsters running like Thunderbolt and everything. So Skarmory wouldn't see as much usage in general because of that. Is that why?
Yes, there's a lot more Thunder. Also, just having the roll compression is really big. Skarm also doesn't hit anything in this tier. Whereas Fortress, you can just explode on whatever.
Okay.
Like, you let a Kyogre in for free a lot of the times when you send out a Fortress. Because what are you going to do? You know, it's going to click spikes and then it's going to threaten to Oko you on the next turn. So, what you can do is just, like, immediately blow up their Kyogre if you want.
Oh, okay, I see. So Fortress is kind of like that. It's kind of like that glue for a team a little bit. Okay.
It's a normal resist. It checks Deoxys attack that doesn't carry Fire Punch. It's spin, which is really good for stuff like Snorlax, which doesn't want to switch into a Latios if there's a spike down. It sets up its own spikes, which is really good for your own Latios. And Explosion is just a really, really good move. A lot of people don't respect like high health explosions. Because why would I boom my Fortress at like 80% if I don't have a spike down? But you can get a lot of mileage out of that.
I see. That's pretty useful then. So what does Kyogre do against Lax in this situation? Like, does Kyogre just attack it, or is it forced to switch out and go back into 4E?
Well, you can do a few things. Since I have it in, I threaten to 2-hit KO with Hydro Pump. So it doesn't really want to stay in, especially since I 100% have a Lottie on my team, and judging by the fact that it's Lax, probably not another great Lottie switch in. So trading is feasible for him, but it's not something he really wants to do. He could opt to just self-destruct, kill me, and have Sun Up for the whole game. That's a possibility. But then Latios is a real pain to deal with.
I see.
So I usually switch out just because I hate getting paralyzed. I felt like, on the next turn, what I end up doing is I go to Fori. That's not the best switch because I force out his Lax, so he should be making a move on, he should be having a switch in to my Kyogre come in, like his Latios that comes out.
Right, I see.
And I greed spike on it, which is not the best idea I've ever had.
Yeah. I mean, that Thunder did a ton, but at least you were able to live it, barely.
Yeah.
So I guess like I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad. Go on. You could keep saying something.
I can boom this later. I can just sack it off. It'll probably live an E-speed from this range, like a spell tag, Deoxys attack, extreme speed. Maybe not a choice band one. I don't know the calc off the top of my head. But it's always good to keep sacks around. That's not the best spike, and also Fortress just isn't the best mon to send in there. Like I would rather go Lax in that situation, because it applies a lot of pressure to the incoming Latios. I could also just click a water move.
Right.
I think this is probably Hydro Pump, so that puts Latios in +1 Ice Beam range.
I see.
If I Hydro Pump, so Hydro Pump is a pretty risk-free play for me there. Fortress just checks the incoming Lax, or the immediate Lax in front of me, and gets a spike out of whatever comes in.
Okay, I see. But 64 Squares was able to read that and bring in Lottie. Or I guess, pretty much apply pressure with Lottie. That makes sense. Okay.
Turn 6, I am 100% forced into my Snorlax. I cannot send anything else in. Because it's either going to take like 90 or it's going to die.
Jeez. Wait, what do you mean 90? Like, from what?
D-Claw or Thunder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw Dragon Claw do 34%. Oh, yeah. Another thing, in case you guys don't know, I mean, I know a little bit, but apparently Soul Dew's like viable in this gen, right? Like it's viable in Ubers.
Yeah, it's a free Calm Mind in an item.
That's so broken, man.
This is why Latios is absurd, because it hits really, really hard. Even this is careful Snorlax, 252 careful, and it still took 34.
That's so much damage, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's why Blissey is really good, because you take like 20 from Dragon Claw. Lax is just used more offensively. You can switch into Latios a couple times before you just die, which is often enough. Lax is a really good breaker, so you switch into Latios and then you apply a ton of pressure back to them, and that's the value of Lax over Blissey.
I see. So Lax is just better for the overall damage and tanking ability, while Blissey provides tanking and also utility with like T-Wave and I guess Toxic.
They don't run T-Wave in this tier, actually.
They don't?
They run... Okay, so Blissey in this tier is
a
little bit weird. If you're running it on like a Sunstall, which is where it's usually found, it'll often have light screen, because Kyogre is that strong that it needs light screen. It allows you to actually deal with sub Calm Mind Kyogre, because otherwise you just get cleaved by like boosted Hydro Pumps or boosted Surfs. So it allows you to sit on the Kyogre, set up a light screen, and send out your whatever mon you have that is phasing, and roar it out.
Okay.
Other than that, they run like Aromatherapy. Sometimes they don't even run attacks. Snatch, Toxic plus Snatch is really common, because Refresh on the Lotties are the norm. And otherwise, if you don't have Toxic plus Snatch, Latios just PP stalls your Blissey.
Jeez. This
So,
thing is very powerful then.
Blissey is a Latios check, quote unquote, because while you do actually switch into Latios and absorb the hit, you don't actually do anything back. And in fact, Latios actually wins the exchange. So
Because
you
of
just,
Calm Mind spam, right? You could just Calm Mind on it.
well, not even that. You can't actually do anything to it. If you run Seismic Toss, it's just it has 32 PP recover. So,
Oh, right. Okay.
I Calm Mind Blissey, which is rare,
Mm-hmm.
very rare, because it doesn't do much against like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Can do stuff against Latios. And Toxic plus Snatch are the two things that allow you to beat Latios. And one other thing, which is Sing Blissey, which we as in the ADV Ubers community have started using recently because it's kind of broken. Sleep is broken. And it allows you to sleep other switch-ins. Like Groudon is used to coming into Blissey for free, or like Metagross or Snorlax, and you just put it to bed. It's kind of stupid.
That reminds me a lot of RBY actually, with Chansey running like Sing Reflect, or Sing Ice Beam. Like I think the set was like it's like Oko Chansey with like Sing, Ice Beam, and I think it was Toss. No, it was Counter. It was Counter. Yeah.
Counter. Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. So you could basically run like that same kind of set here, and it'll probably still do work anyway.
Yeah. Little bit of set difference. You want Toxic a lot. You also want Aromatherapy a lot. So I run like Sing, S-Toss, Soft Boiled Aromatherapy. Obviously, that doesn't cut it against Kyogres, so you need other ways to deal with it, which is usually just Thunder Latios.
Okay, I see. That's very interesting, man. That's very cool. Like it's really cool to see like these different kind of sets, especially from OU. Or I mean these like OU mons, get some usage here in Ubers and just put in work. It's definitely interesting. So now we're on turn 6, and it's the Lax versus Latios. So what happens here? Okay.
Well, I eat a Declaw, and now I body slam here. This is not what I usually do. But I figured, I know going into this, I was told that 64 squares was really big on like counter teaming. And if you look at a lot of my replays, I always curse there in that situation. The reason is because I use a lot of Protect Snorlax, which you use to just set up all over Fortress and force it to explode. Like you get +3 on Fori. And usually it just clicks Explosion, revenges you with whatever, but if you Protect on the Explosion, can't really revenge you anymore.
I see.
And now you have to deal with a really boosted up Curselax. I decided to Body Slam there instead of Curse because I figured that he would know that I cursed there. He didn't, I suppose.
I mean, I think Body Slam is a good play in general, just because the parry chances seem pretty decent for your in your odds, or in your favor. So unless that really was what you were going for, but I think that was a good play regardless of what.
Body Slam is perfectly fine. Body Slam's perfectly fine. I just usually like to curse there.
Okay.
Turn 8. I click Protect. This is Protect Lax as he clicks Earthquake. Now, here at turn 8, it's kind of a weird spot. Because it's a Snorlax staring down a Metagross. It's like, okay, well, I think mine here has Earthquake, but it doesn't do anything to Metagross without a Curse boost. So I'm kind of a sitting duck here. I have to switch into my Kyogre if I want to actually threaten this thing.
Okay.
Similarly, he doesn't want me to Earthquake down his Metagross because if you look at his team, he doesn't. Oh, especially since his Groudon is chipped, Deoxys attack on my end is really threatening. So he wants to preserve health on his Metagross.
Okay, I see.
Which is why at turn 9, he makes a really good play on turn 9. and calls out my Kyogre switch with his Latios.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm really far behind. Because now I have to switch in my not full health Snorlax into a nasty Thunder.
Yeah, that's gonna do way too much damage, isn't it?
It hurts a lot. Now I can actually kind of stay in here because it's a bad play because then Ogre just kind of steamrolls everything.
Right.
But if his plan is to remove my Lax, then he could absolutely just make that trade if he wanted to. I wouldn't unless you really need that Snorlax gone, but looking at his team, he doesn't. So on turn 11, he's probably going to switch out.
Right.
And if you see, he does.
Yeah, he did. And then he made the Shadow Ball play afterwards, right?
Okay. I Shadow Ball there because I know that it's a possibility for him to stay in, and I just wanted to KO the Latios. Body Slam doesn't, because I'm running careful Snorlax, so I just need to get all the chip on Latios so that I possibly can.
Okay, I see. That makes sense.
It also hits Metagross a little bit harder than Body Slam if he wants to go to that. Now he makes if you go to turn 12. I figured at this point he's playing pretty well. I checked the Groudon with my Kyogre, which is not usually what happens. Usually you just go to Latios. But I figured he knows that. He knows it well enough. So I'm just going to go to my Ogre and absorb a Hidden Power Ghost, which is exactly what happens.
So I guess HP... Oh, okay. So HP Ghost was to catch Lottie in case you did make the call on EQ. Okay, I see.
Yes.
That's a pretty ballsy play, actually. Like, like I wouldn't do, and if I was in his position, I wouldn't have done that. I definitely would have went Lottie anyway. But that's crazy, definitely crazy.
Now I'm like, okay, I have the upper hand now. I can click a free water move. He knows that. He should go Latios. So I get a little bit ahead of myself on turn 13.
Ooh.
And click Underwave into the Groudon, and he calls it perfectly.
Wow.
So he called me out there really well. I drop a well played in chat on the next turn. And turn 14, you know, I'm finished playing around. I just want this Latios chipped. I want this Groudon dead, so I just click pump. Because why not?
The pump damage is pretty good, actually. 32% is not that bad. So I have a question about this Kyogre. Is this Kyogre like modest or is it timid? Oh wait, no, it is timid because it's faster, right?
No, this is they're all modest.
Oh, okay.
Not even Salat Kyogre runs timid, actually. Usually mine sit around like 220 speed. I can actually pull up this specific team. Let me find it in my team builder real fast. Okay, this one is 225 speed. This is actually not my team. This is a team given to me by another user in the community. Goes by Inspirited. It's actually one of the sample teams in ROA. It's called Don't Go Out When It Rains. It's this is a very defense invested Kyogre, actually, which is why the Earthquake did so little.
I see. Okay.
Which is not my usual, but it's still modest. It's like max HP, 200-ish defense, then a little bit of speed and a little bit of special attack.
Okay, I see. That's still a lot, even with like mid investment.
Turn 15. I just throw away my Fortress because my Lax can't take a hit on switch in, which is why I kept it around.
Right.
I'll use Axe for situations like that. Now I get my Lax in, and I get my pressure back. He knows at this point what my Snorlax set is, and he knows he can just check it with Metagross. There's a reason that I make the play on turn 16. As I said before, I like to curse up in front of Latios and apply a lot of pressure to the steel, whether it's Fortress or Metagross. It really forces the steel to answer you and get a lot of chip on it, which is really good for a Deoxys attack.
Okay, I see.
So this is me sacrificing my health on my Lax here to chip this meta, because his Groudon is pretty chipped. I have a Spike down, and my thinking here is, okay, if I can weaken this Metagross enough, then I can just beat Latios by out offensing it with my own DOA or my own Latios even.
Okay.
Which is why I make the curse play on turn 16. And here I've fully committed to trading my Lax with this Metagross. So I curse up again. I get a fortunate dodge, but you know, it's whatever. It's
Right.
Meteor Man. Turn 19 is a bad attempt by me to double protect. I should just be clicking Shadow Ball here. I want him to explode on me.
Right.
Turn 20 is also just a bad curse. Like, I should be Shadow Balling here, but I'm not. Now, because I cursed up a third time, I'm actually slower than his Metagross, which is even worse for me. There's a whole lot of small misplays in here, like me not clicking Protect. So now on turn 23, I don't know what turn you're on.
Well, I'm on turn 22.
Alright, on turn 23, turn 22, you see I'm in Meteor Mash range.
Right.
Here. Should have clicked Protect a few times. My dogs are barking, oh boy. I fortunately get the roll, get kind of lucky there, misplayed that sequence a lot.
Yeah.
But it's a paralyzed Metagross versus a cursing Snorlax. Like, I can't mess it up too hard. Now,
so I guess like in the Metagross like matchup, you probably could have just went for two curses and then be enough to Shadow Ball, since you know how much did 2 curses do after mash? I think it did hold on. Didn't it do like 27%?
Yeah, it did 27. So I can absolutely start clicking Shadow Ball there.
Okay, I see.
I'll do like 35, 34-ish with it. So that's more than enough chip for me. And if he trades his Metagross for my Lax, then that's okay. Goes for the explosion. I just didn't realize it at the time.
Okay, that's fine.
He revenges my Lax with his Latios. This is a smart play from him, because it forces in my DOA. No matter what other 2 mons I have in the back other than DOA, unless it's like Banded Rayquaza Extreme Speed, which I don't want to reveal if I have it, because that's pretty telling of your team. Or like an Aerodactyl or like a Salac Heracross. I don't want to go to that. Forces in something that beats Latios, namely here DOA. My DOA in this case happens to be Choice Band.
Okay.
So I have to lock a move that hits everything, which I go with Extreme Speed, because from what I can see, I just removed his Steel type, right? So he doesn't have... Well, most teams don't have another normal resist past their 1 Steel. So Extreme Speed's really free for me to click here. Switches in his Groudon, takes a bunch of damage. Groudon's down. So now I have Rain from...
That is so much damage. That's crazy. So I guess Banded E-Speed would kind of be, or I mean Banded Deoxys is kind of like the equivalent of like Banded Arrow in OU. Okay, I see.
It's Aerodactyl on crack cocaine.
That's fire.
It hits way harder, but it doesn't have the stupid rock slide flinches.
I see. Or
It
missing.
also the benefit of Shadow Ball in this tier is really good because a lot of the best mons are psychics, like Latios and Mewtwo and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, from my perspective, it looks like Deoxys is looking very like strong enough to just sweep, but maybe that's not the whole case here, is it?
Well, that was my plan. Is okay. I removed his Steel
Mm-hmm.
and I removed his Groudon. Now my Deoxys looking really good, and I'm thinking in the back of my mind, this game is probably going to come down to a DOA speed tie, because his Mons revealed right now. I'm thinking, okay, Groudon, Snorlax, Latios, Metagross. This is a very standard Sun offense.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a Deoxys attack of his own, and then the last can be a lot of stuff. That 5 core 5 Mons, Groudon, Snorlax, Latios, Metagross, and or even not just Metagross, a Steel type, either Fortress or Metagross, is really flexible.
Mm-hmm.
You can fit just about any like remotely viable Pokemon on that 6th slot because it's just such a solid core. Like I fit Typhlosion on there, I fit a Golem on there. You can put like literally anything because it just works.
It's pretty good then.
Yeah, which makes it really hard for me to know what his 6th Mon is. I know he has a DOA as his 5th, but I have no idea what his 6th is.
You know what I just noticed? Like this kind of style, like 64 Squares team, kind of reminds me of like the spikeless offense teams you'd see in a OU a little bit, where it's like these standard like 5 Mons that you'd see, and then like the last Mon being like a weird pick. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
Okay, I see. That's really cool.
Moving on. He, after the Groudon dies, he answers with Aerodactyl, which is not the most common pick in the world. So now I'm kind of, since I'm locked into E-Speed and he knows it from the Groudon damage, this is a very good spot for him because he can just click Rock Slide or Double Edge for really free. I don't remember if I have a Metagross on this team actually, so I'm in a pretty bad spot here. I think, yeah, I choose to just sack my Kyogre, get up some rain. This, looking in hindsight, was kind of a misplay. Just because, well, it's not that much of a misplay, but you'll see later on in the end game that preserving my Kyogre health could have been beneficial. But for now, I just sack my Ogre. I have Rain permanently, which is going to be great for my Thunder Latios. And you know, he hits both Rock Slides on my Kyogre. Right. Whatever. Move on. Now I get my Latios in. I get to click a really, really fat Thunder here. And if you notice how much this Snorlax takes,
it's a lot.
That's why I run careful. This is plus attack Snorlax.
Oh, okay.
It took 41.
Yeah, that's a ton. I mean, but it was the same case in your last, because your last took like 37, I think, from Thunder.
Yeah, it took like 37. But you can tell, and even with the spike, this is really dangerous for him because if he gets full parried here, he just loses his Snorlax.
So let's see. Nah.
And he doesn't. Now, he explodes my Latios. Now, remember what I said earlier?
Yeah.
I'm thinking this game's gonna come down to a DOA speed tie.
There it is.
So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, do I have a way out other than winning this tie? My last, by the way, is a well, do you want me to say?
Sure, why not?
It's a sub Calm Mind Mewtwo.
Okay.
So I think I spent a lot of time thinking on this turn. I don't remember. I'm busy figuring out, okay, do I 2-hit KO Aerodactyl with E-Speed? Do I have a way out other than clicking Extreme Speed right here? And I eventually determined, you know what, he's probably sub Pataya, may not even have E-Speed.
How did you deduce that? I'm just curious. How did you like think that?
Well, he very well could be Extreme Speed here, because Arrow doesn't outspeed stuff like Salak, Heracross, or whatever. But I figured he has speed control in his Arrow to deal with a lot of faster physical attackers. Deals with stuff like Ray. So it could be special, and also I just don't have another play other than win the tie. I think as well. Let me take a look. Okay, now this one is my idea is Adamant. Sometimes I run Jolly just for these situations because they happen more than we like to admit. Sometimes you just throw away your steel and, well, here goes nothing. So
I see.
Said to lock in E-Speed, see what happens. For the record,
yeah,
I do win this tie, but
yeah,
if I lose, I just lose the game on the spot.
Jeez.
So I got a little bit lucky there, but it's a 50-50. So
I mean, when it comes down to that, like what do you have to lose? That roll, or I mean, those chances are pretty hefty. So you got very lucky with that, yeah.
So now I have to deal with the Aerodactyl in front of me. The game's not over yet. There's still a choice banded Aerodactyl staring me down. I think I take I take a minute on this turn just calking. My Mewtwo is really HP invested. So I'm just seeing, can I eat Rock Slide? And actually, yes I can. If he's Adamant, it's like 14% chance to 3-hit KO. If he's Jolly, it's just like a guaranteed 2-hit KO or a guaranteed 3-hit KO.
I see.
So I'm trying to figure out, do I switch in my Mewtwo? Do I stay in? Can I switch in my Mewtwo even? Like, you know what? I'm just gonna switch in my Mewtwo. Let's see what happens. And I get a dodge.
Yeah.
Now, this is like 11 at night, and I'm like, oh my god. I just dodged this Rock Slide. It's finals of a tour, and I'm like, holy crap, dude. I'm like popping off. I'm like, okay, I just need to make sure that Thunder plus Ice Beam kills this Latios. Now, let's see what happens on turn 33.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
I was like, are you serious, dude? Okay, so I failed to account for the crit, but here's the worst part, right?
Right.
If he's Jolly Arrow, that was a max roll crit.
Wow.
If he's Adamant, it's still a roll to kill. I think like 56%.
Jeez.
So, I was like, come on, man. Now, I will say, before the game, I was talking with PMs with someone like, okay, I don't know what to use, dude, for game 3. He's like, you know what? Load up something with Subsea and Mewtwo. So I did. I sent him the team. He's like, you should put Rock Slide last on your DOA. And if you look, Rock Slide would win. But I didn't put Rock Slide on. So basically what it comes down to is me getting the Shadow Ball roll on his Aerodactyl, which 64 squares actually EV'd for on his arrow, and I can never kill it with Shadow Ball.
Whoa.
Really close game. Came down to a speed tie, and then the crit, which was, was heartbreaking for me, but miss actually didn't even matter all that much, because if I hit the arrow at all, I win the game.
Right, I see.
He still has to flinch the next Rock Slide for it to for the miss to end up mattering. Because I can switch it on a Rock Slide, take the next one, and then just hit the arrow. I lock into Shadow Ball and win the game.
Right. Yeah, that crit was huge, man. That sucks.
Crit put the game out of my hands.
Yeah. I have a question though. Like, what if like you ran a mix set with Ice Beam? Would that give you better odds or no?
Oh, I actually do that a lot, but I run Thunder.
Oh, okay.
Usually, I run Spell Tag Deoxys with Thunder on rain teams. At 2 it KOs Metagross pretty easily, or some Metagross, and sometimes that's enough chip for your other mons. And Snorlax as well often finds some damage onto opposing Metagross just by it switching in. You hit it with a Body Slam or whatever, and that's often enough. That and situations like this specifically, having Thunder would be really nice. Or just being able to hit Kyogre for like 60, like 55-ish. If you need to in the end game, that's really handy. So that's why I run Thunder.
I see. This was actually a really close game. I'm very interested now, especially looking at Deoxys, because Deoxys is such a cool Pokemon. Like it's like one of the coolest legendaries just by design. But I never ever get to use that thing. So I don't know. It seems really good in Ubers in this in ADV Ubers.
Oh yeah, this is by far its peak. Because in later gens, once Focus Sash gets introduced, it's kind of just a suicide lead. You just click rocks and then die.
Yeah.
It doesn't do much else. But
Yeah,
in here, it's a really potent cleaner.
Man, that's so cool. That's so freaking cool, man. Yeah, it kind of sucks though. Like you said, like it does kind of just go into being a whole Focus Sash lead after this gen. Kind of sucks actually, Like I'd like to see more offensive Deoxys. That'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, I really did enjoy this replay though. Definitely learned a lot from it, and I definitely can't wait to play you and lose. So let's do it. All right, I'm on my main, so we can just get it started.
All right, you can shoot me a challenge.
All right, hold on. Let me get my music working too. There we go. By the way, I think this recording. Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying I think this recording has gone on for what? I think it's been an hour now. Actually, no, it's probably been 40 minutes. No, it's been 40 minutes. It's been 40 minutes. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all learning for me anyway. Let me find you real quick. All right, super. There you go. All right. So I only have one of the sample teams, but I actually like the way the sample team looks, quite a bit. So probably something that you're familiar with.
I've probably seen the team before, yes. Let me find something to load. Ooh. That's fun.
Oh yeah, I have some more questions. So, I know that, apparently T-Tar isn't good in ADV, or in ADV Ubers. And I don't know about Ments, but I know that T-Tar isn't good, because Sand isn't very useful when you have the Titans that are around. And also Rayquaza with, its airlock. So it just seems kind of like dead weight on teams. And also doesn't even beat Lottie, does it? Since Crunch doesn't do enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really. Unless you run a T-Tar is actually not as bad as you're making it out to be. I'm way higher on T-Tar than like anybody else, just because I know how good sand actually is. No Spadef boost makes you not even be a Lottie check. You just take like 60 from D-Claw.
Right.
Like, okay, well there goes my T-Tar. So the way I like to run it is just choice band, because when there's not too many rock resists in this tier, which is why Arrow is good. You have like Metagross and you have Groudon, and that's basically it.
It's also a normal resist too, so that also works, you know, against Lax too, doesn't it?
It's a really good Lax check because Earthquake isn't very common.
Okay, that's cool.
Also, Sand is really good for a few things, namely, like Endure Salac Heracross just dies to Sand. So you don't have to pack as much Heracross counterplay if you're running a T-Tar.
I see.
And like Subpataya, very Deoxys attack, is just going to die to a Sand Tick. Choice Banded Rock Slide is really good at breaking stall because Lugia is just impossible to kill. I'm not gonna stall you, but just trust me on that.
Wait, hold on. I'm scared now.
Just trust me on that one.
Okay.
Pokemon Showdown crashed.
Damn.
What in the world?
Are you serious? You can't be joking, bro. Come on. Ain't no way.
Real?
Let me try it. Hold on. Let's see. Yo.
So weak. I've never seen that happen. What the heck?
Yo, are you kidding me? Yo, I can't get any recordings done today. Oh my god.
Good game, well played, you know.
Well, you know what? I'm just glad that you were able to come through and actually record with me. I'm just happy about that. That's all that's what really makes me happy right now. But man, I really wanted to play you too. I really did. Let's try it again. Just let me give it one more try. One more try.
One more time, you know. It like waits a little bit. It's a tease.
Yeah,
but it was gonna work.
That sucks, man. Come on, why did Showdown have to crash while I'm recording? Well, I guess, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's gonna be it for this, for this ADV Ubers friendlies showcase for ADV Ubers. I really like this metagame, man. I really do. Like, you've got me very interested. Especially after seeing how much Deoxys was doing in your tour game. That thing is nasty. That thing's very cool. I do have some more questions though before we end the video. I want to know, like, are there any like other mons from OU that would have a niche in Ubers? Just out of curiosity. Like, you know, some of the common ones like Celebi, Zapdos, even Rachi. I'm curious about that.
Okay. Off the top of my head, Zapdos really bad. Because
Really?
if you just do the math, Stab is 1.5 times, and Soldew is also 1.5 times. So the fact that Zapdos has less special attack than Latios makes it just a worse, or like a weaker Latios, basically.
Okay, I see.
Latios is just better at clicking Thunder. I tried one thing. It was Light Screen plus Baton Pass. It prevents your DOA from getting pursued because you have the Light Screen up.
That's cool.
Still clicks Thunder. It was kind of a gimmick. Kind of sucked, frankly, but it was kind of fun.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
Skarm is it's all right. It's a really solid Snorlax check. It also checks Metagross really well. Well, not in Sun because they run Hidden Power Fire and Snorlax runs Fire Blast. Specifically for Forretress.
Right.
I ran Thunder Snorlax because I use a lot of Curse, normal move Earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 week I just ran Thunder Snorlax. So I'm like, you know what? If they're smart, they're gonna bring Skarmory, and they did, and it 2 KO'd a Skarm. So
That's pretty
tech
dope.
works.
Like,
Um,
I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about, if you've ever tried Thunderlax. Like, Thunderlax also seems good. Or, like you said, it does seem very good with rain being, so common. That's very nice.
it doesn't do like anything to Kyogre. It probably does like 25, but it hits Skarmory, which is really helpful,
Mm,
and gets past Fortress in rain.
nice.
The other OU Celebi is basically just a baton pass mon.
Oh, okay, I see.
Um,
That still seems really good.
Gengar is quite good. Wisp is really, really good. Well, there's Ho-Oh, which is a really good mon, which is why one of the samples is Hidden Power Rock Gengar to hit Ho-Oh.
That's very specific. Why don't you just boom on it?
Well, sometimes you want to keep your Gengar.
That's
They run
true.
a physical in this tier, actually.
Yo, that's so cool.
The Shadow Ball is really good stab.
I see.
What else? Jirachi is like a Sunstall, Sun Balance mon.
Mhm.
You check Latios by dodging Thunder. Legitimately. And then you like pass wishes, spread paralysis. Sometimes run Shadow Ball
Okay.
to actually 2-hit KO Latios. What are some other things? Let me look through the OU tier list here. Magneton is still very much a thing.
Really?
Trapping Fortress can be really nice for some teams.
That makes sense.
What
What about Dugtrio? Does that mon have usage here or no?
Yes, actually. Traps Blissey, much like in OU.
Okay.
It also traps Metagross. That's about it. Those are just the 2 things that it traps.
Okay.
2 very, very high profile targets though. Because a lot of teams are just, well, here's my Blissey, you gotta throw it up their Latios, and if it dies, then I just lose the game. So if you can remove the Blissey, that's really, really good for you.
Okay, that's pretty cool then. So I know we've mentioned Metagross and T-Tar. What about Salamence? Does it do anything, or is it just kind of?
It's the best Heracross answer in the game. And Heracross is really, really potent. Because the best mons are all Psychic type, or they die to Rock Slide. Except for Lugia, which dies to nothing. So Heracross is really good, which is why Mence is good.
Okay.
It's a really nice physical check. It also checks Groudon pretty well, because Intimidate.
Interesting. Okay.
They run Wish Mence is the most common set for Mence in this tier, like Bold with like Toxic and stuff. I fought a DD one in UPL, which is kind of just like budget Ray,
Right.
except it has Intimidate, so I can set up on some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mixed Mence literally just doesn't exist. It's bad Latios.
That makes sense. I'm curious about the what about Banded Mence? Is that actually good or no?
Just use Ray.
Okay, I figure. I think DD Mence and Wish Mence sound pretty cool though. I might get that a try once I get better at this metagame, and actually learn it too. Like I'm very much interested now. So
there's a few lower tier mons that are usable. I experimented with Typhlosion because Blaze Sun Calcs are hilarious.
Why don't you use Charizard then?
Well,
is it just preference? It's just preference. It's probably just...
looks cooler.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
There was something that it did in particular. Well, Charizard's weak to Thunder.
Right.
Typhlosion has that one thing going for it. Regice was a thing in the past because it checks the Lotties and then uses Ice Beam and hits them. At least that's what it's supposed to do, but it just doesn't. They
Uh,
just go into their Snorlax and they sit on you, and you accomplish nothing.
uh, it
Um,
sounds good in theory though, but I bet
yeah,
maybe Registeel will be better at that than Regice.
Registeel I do think is better than Regice.
Okay.
What else is there? Oh, I used Altaria because you may not know this, but Altaria learns Pursuit. So I used it to trap Deoxys and check Heracross in one slot.
That's hilarious.
It also is a really good Ho-Oh check because it has Natural Cure.
Hmm.
So it just switches into Sacred Fire all day.
That's very interesting, man. Very. What about Ludicolo? Does that do anything? I'm pretty sure it's good, since it's got the rain and Swift and everything, or Swift Swim.
I think there's like 2 viable Swift Swim mons, and they're Omastar and Kabutops. Ludicolo doesn't really do much. It checks Kyogre, yeah, but it doesn't do much the next turn.
Oh.
It'll switch into the Kyogre. If it happens to have Thunder, you're just gonna lose.
Dale.
And you just don't do much to the incoming switch in. It's
Nice.
not the worst thing in the world, though.
Okay.
I think it's better than like Kingdra.
I was actually about to ask about Kingdra. I mean, if you said Ludicolo is better than Kingdra, then there's probably no point talking about it.
I don't see a reason to use Kingdra. I've used like Gorobis, because it has. I used Amnesia Pass.
Mm-hmm.
I passed it to Curselax and just make it unkillable.
Mm-hmm.
It's really fun. Kabutops is a really good Swift swimmer because, like I said earlier, with Arrow and T-Tar, rock moves are really good to click. You can run CB. You can run Rapid Spin, Swords Dance as well.
Ooh.
Like +2 Rock Slide hits really hard. What else do we have?
That's pretty sick,
I've been meaning to build a Scyther for a little while.
Wait, that mon has usage here too?
No one's ever used it, including myself, but resist superpower 4 times, and it's like a Heracross. It has quick attack, so it doesn't lose to Dio. Purely a paper, just a theory. I don't think it'll actually work, but it seems like fun.
It sounds like a nice theory though. I kind of like it. I think
that's everything.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like that's a lot though. Okay, one more question. How free is it to click focus how free is it for you to click Focus Punch in ADV Ubers?
What are the viable focus punchers? That's a good question. Oh, there's like 4 mons, 5 probably, that you could run focus punch on. Banded Heracross, obvious reasons. You come in, you force a switch, and you beat the crap out of something.
Right.
Gengar, because Blissey doesn't ever really run moves to hit it. So you just focus punch the crap out of it. Mewtwo sometimes runs sub bulk up focus punch.
Oh.
That's pretty cool
sick.
set.
Yeah, that does sound really cool.
The problem with it is that your other move is Shadow Ball, and without a bunch of boosts, you just don't do much damage. But it's a really good stall breaker because it sits on DoD really, really well. What else? Focus Punch is a nice last move on like Choice Banded T-Tar. You just click it and something takes a bunch of damage. Like Groudon, it's really good for catching a Groudon switch. It takes like 60.
Ooh.
So that's a nice chip. You could probably run Curse Focus Punch Lax, but without as much Scarm, there's just not much of a point.
I mean,
so
maybe if you pair it with Mag or something, it could work out. But I see what you mean.
Yeah, there's just it's not super free to click Focus Punch, but the mons that you do click it on, it's quite free.
Okay.
Because you have to switch out in front of them. Like Heracross, you're not staying in against that.
Right. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now. That's pretty cool, man. So I guess for the viewers out there, what would be the best way to, learn ADV Ubers, where to play it?
That's a good question. Well, there's a ladder for it next month.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm on that.
So this is
Okay.
good timing.
Okay.
I don't know how active it'll be because it's an old gen lower tier ladder.
Bro, I'll be playing the shit out of that.
I'm sure if I'm around, I'll be spamming it. Trying some dumb stuff, stalling people and making them hate the tier. You know how it is.
Yeah.
There's the Uber's room has tours for it every now and then. Like they just host random old gen tours all day. Sometimes ADV, sometimes it's not, it's like DBP or whatever.
Right.
Then there's the ROA room on Wednesdays. ADV tour night sometimes has it. That's about it, really. There's also people who ask for games a lot, for ADV games, in both the Ubers and the ROA room.
Okay.
Very specific group of people. I hope this works.
Oh,
okay.
It worked! Oh shit! Yo! Oh man, it actually worked. That's so cool. Okay, we get one more game. We get one game. So
we get one.
all right, hold on. Let me hide that. Okay, there we go. Man, I don't know what to do, but I'm excited.
Well, I know. I think I have a good idea of what team is already.
Let's see. Let's do this. That's fine. So I just want to apologize. I just want to say I'm sorry. I did not mean that for that to happen. I just want to click Ice Beam. That's all I wanted to do.
Hey man, that's why you click Ice Beam. Okay.
It's fine. This thing can you live?
No. It dies.
Let's see. All right. Let's see. How bulky to take this hit? Oh my god. Yo, you weren't kidding. What the?
Uh-huh.
Oh my
I'm not
god.
even max invest, by the way. This is just 96 plus invest.
Jeez. Why does Kyogre hit so damn hard?
You kind of just need to see it for yourself to know that you basically only use Lotties to check this thing.
I see now. Okay, now I understand. Okay. This thing is ridiculous.
You're lucky there's no choice specs in this game, or else your life would have just died.
Oh my god. I'm so glad there's no choice specs. Actually, wait. Kyogre doesn't have water spell on this gen, does it? Neither does
It does.
Wait, it does?
But no one uses it just because it's really inconsistent. I used it UPL because it does like 50% to Latios even without a specs.
Yo, that's insane.
And +1 pump doesn't 2-hit KO plus Spadef Blissey reliably, whereas +1 water spout does.
Yo. Wait, what about what's his name? What about Groudon? Doesn't Groudon have eruption too?
I think it has eruption, but it's not fire type. It doesn't have 150 special attack like an Oras. So.
Right. Okay. All right, let's see. Don't predict me. Okay, good. Yo, this is such a scary matchup, man. I never realized how powerful Kyogre is. Like just from seeing the replay, I knew this one was gonna be strong, but I didn't expect it to be this strong. This thing is nuts. All right. Well, I'll just do this. Oh, that worked out. Okay. Then let's do this then. What?
Oops.
Okay. Okay.
For the record, I
Yeah.
eat an ice beam at +1.
Uh.
In that interaction, you
Mhm.
force me to refresh, or basically, I'm in a really bad spot because I get T-waved and I have to refresh it off.
Right.
So you can just click Ice Beam, and you can just infinitely fish for full paralysis.
Wow.
Or like a crit Ice Beam. So I kind of just have to click Thunder and accept that my Lottie's gonna die.
Let's see.
I don't Oko normally, by the way. I do 2-hit KO +1 Kyogre, but I don't Oko you with Thunder.
Oh, shit.
So I'm making a trade there.
Okay, I see. That card definitely sucked, but it's okay. It's fine.
My Relax is in an iceberg right now.
Yeah. I don't have to do that. I can just do this pretty safely. Oh wait, I just noticed something. In this gen, do they need to run do I die? I don't. Okay, good. In this metagame, does Lax run thick fat or no?
Most run immunity just because blanking Lugia, because they run toxic,
Right.
it's really nice. And switching into Blissey for 100% free is really valuable.
I see. Okay. Huh. I did a lot.
This is not the most especially defensive mon in the world.
I can tell.
I have been critically struck.
Oh no! Not him. Anyone but him. Oh god. All right. Well, this will be interesting. Let's see. Go. Don't die. Oh no.
That's not what you're expecting. Don't
No,
worry.
no, it is not. It is not. This is the exact opposite.
I don't
Please
think
don't.
it's done damage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you have Fortress. I got counter team.
It's fine.
Lonnie?
Yo, let me outspeed game. Somehow.
No, you do.
Oh, I do. Oh, right. It's 75. Right. Not a 50. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Actually, I'm gonna have to do that. I can do this. Oh no, I should have done that.
What's up?
Not much. How about you? Yo, this thing on the field is the scariest thing ever. Oh my goodness. Oh. I believe the game is over now.
No. You have a Metagross. It's not over yet.
I mean, superpower looking kind of dangerous, man.
Oh, it does not do as much as you think it would.
Don't say that. Now you're scaring me. All right. Oh shit. That kind of worked. Wow. No, well, kind of.
Yeah, that's why I said a sub.
I see.
Got a scout for your meta. Well, now give me one of your mons.
Here you go. Just like, yeah, I can't do anything. Take my one answer. Oh wait, okay, never mind. This still works, kind of.
I mean, does it?
Yes, yes it
Does it work?
does. All right, let's see. How crazy are you?
Well, kind of 50-50 here. Gonna.
Well, I don't want your Kyogre winning, so I got to make sure I do as much as I can to that thing. And whatever that last one you got, that last one looking kind of scary too. But I think I have to keep meta around so I can beat it. That's just a guess. I don't know what you have. It's all a guess right now. You could have like Gorobus and still win.
Oh yeah, if I had a water laugh, I'm in a pretty good spot here. But okay. Yeah, I know what your last is. It should be a Subpataya DOA, I think. So that makes me wonder. Are you this type of person to click Thunder or Self-Destruct?
I don't know, man. It depends. It depends. if
That's
I what?
I think there's a right answer for you. I just don't know if you know it.
I think I'm gonna commit to my play and just gonna see what happens. That's just the way of the game, you know. Oh my god. Wait, yo, why'd they do no damage? Yo, what? What the hell? Why'd that do nothing?
It's fat, dude. The thick bird.
Yo, are you kidding me?
Fuck the Latios.
It was Lottie last.
Alas. Okay. I'm gonna have to thaw here. It's my win con.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay. Chance.
All right. Man. What the fuck am I doing? I know Deoxys is dead basically. So okay then. Then I do this. Okay. All right, we're gonna make a maneuver around this.
This is a perplexing situation we find ourselves in.
Quite indeed. Don't do it. Okay, good. Okay. All right. I think it's over. I think.
No, not yet. You're not out of the woods yet. Let me think about how much. Okay. Should be able to. Oh, you're timid. You're timid, Latios.
Hey man, the sample team gave me something. It gave me timid, so that's what I got. Actually, wait, no, I got this from shoot, what was his name in the Discord? I know I was asking for some sample teams before, and he gave me this one. I don't remember who it was. I think his name started with an A or something.
I don't remember.
It's 29%. Man, seeing that 29% roll reminds me of how much Thunder actually does to Lax and GSC. Not enough. All right.
Let me think. Okay, I have a plan.
All right, what's your plan? Tell me, I'm very curious.
I'll click Shadow Ball and do some more damage.
That's fine. Don't mind that.
Spikes are really obnoxious at the moment.
I mean, now it's you still have like a better you still have better odds, I think.
I think I can win this. I just have to be careful about it. I have to make some plays here.
Oh man. C about to hit me with the plays. Oh no.
I'm just gonna switch it back in.
Oh, that died. Nice.
Okay.
I think I won.
I think you do. I did not expect to kill, but that's CB meta, so
yeah,
makes sense. Is that a roll? Why does it do so much?
it could be. Like, did you say your Kyogre was like bulky?
Oh, okay, that is a roll, but one in your favor.
Oh, really? What's the roll? I'm curious.
Mine's just max HP.
Okay. What was the roll?
Like 87%.
Oh, wow. That's not bad.
So I think I just lose, unless I crit you right here.
Well, let's see. Wow.
No die. Alright. Need to protect about 12 times.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, young Latios.
What's my... I think this is my correct play here.
Did you curse? Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, I need some magic going my way. You feel me?
Nah, I get you. I mean, the freeze was really ass, and that also just adds on to it.
Yeah, I can't really make do out of this here.
It's fine. You can
unless I just full parry you like 7 turns in a row.
Or just, Shadow Ball crit me.
Okay, chance.
Oh, there it is. Alright, come on. There we go.
Alright, alas.
GG's, man. This was a lot of fun. This was really fun, actually. Like...
You have a Deoxys, so my Altaria couldn't do anything.
Bro, why was that? This Deoxys, man. Deoxys is interesting. It's so scary.
Sub Lychee's not what you're usually gonna see, by the way.
Okay.
But it's Perish Song Altaria, so I wanted to put sub alongside it, so I could stall turns.
Oh.
I click Perish Song and die, and then just spam sub.
Okay, I see. Huh.
Usually that's spell tag Thunder on these types of teams. Which actually, funnily enough, would have won me the game because just Thunder your Metagross. But hey, that's the price you pay for running stupid sets.
It's all good though. Like, I'm just glad I can learn something about this metagame. So I'll definitely put more time into this because this is quite interesting. Definitely. I have no idea how long this vid's been going on. Oh look, it's been over an hour. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this ADV Uber showcase, please make sure to leave a like and comment on the video. Again, letting me know what you think about ADV in general. Like, do you like ADV OU? Why? Do you like any of the ADV lower tiers? I'd like to know that as well. And again, if you like Ubers and want to see more, also let me know. I'll definitely be on the ADV Uber ladder, and I'll be playing my heart out for this metagame because this shit looks really fun. See, I don't know if you noticed, but I enjoy Ubers a lot. I enjoy Ubers a ton. Last gen's I guess even Oras and even Gen 7. I enjoyed Ubers quite a lot. So this right here, this is great. I want to try DPP Ubers too. I heard that that's like amazing.
Yeah, DPP Ubers is really fun. Cause it's like, okay, this is gonna sound stupid. It's like ADV, but every month DOA.
Oh.
So everything just hits really, really hard. It's like Latios, stupid broken, but it has Draco Meteor now. You have Palkia, rain boosted Hydro Pump. You have Ogre now has choice specs. everything dies really fast. Vex Dialga is really strong. Probably one of the best mons in the tier because you just get to click Draco, and all the steals that come in on you can't do anything to you because you're at Dialga. It's a fun metagame. Definitely take a look into that.
All right, I definitely will. Again, I don't want to just get stuck with all these with just the OG and OUs. That's not as fun. Definitely want to try and like dive in more into these other tiers. But yeah, again, that's that. I'll see you guys in the next OG Showdown Live or some Sword and Shield stuff. Definitely enjoyed this one. I really appreciate you coming out to record with me. It was a lot of fun.
No problem, man.
Yeah. That's that. Be safe, wash your hands, and peace out.